Over the course of the past year, the Select Committee has investigated numerous impacts of global warming. But the impacts on land are only the tip of the melting iceberg. Oceans cover 70% of our planet, and they are also feeling the heat of global warming. During the past 40 years, the ocean has absorbed 90% of the estimated increase in the Earth's heat content. Warmer oceans pose another threat, rising sea level. As water heats up, it expands. During the last 40 years, this expansion has contributed to 25% of the observed sea level rise.
The production of CO2 through energy production is a factor in global warming, but it's not the only factor. There are many natural sources of CO2 that are emitted into the atmosphere. There are still some scientific questions about how large a role humans play in global warming. It raises some questions as to how much humans can do to stop these changes in the oceans and in the atmosphere. Even if by some divine intervention humans were able to completely stop emitting CO2 tomorrow, some of these changes would still occur. Therefore, in some cases, adaptation will be the only reasonable choice, and that is something that people all over the world need to be ready to handle.
The ocean is essential to the health of everything on the planet, including our own. It covers over 2/3 of the Earth. It drives our climate. It provides much of the food we eat and the oxygen that's essential for our very survival. The ocean is the life support system for our planet. In the U.S., the contribution of the seafood industry exceeds $50 billion per year. A healthy ocean contributes to a healthy economy. The President's Commission on Ocean Policy reported that coastal communities generated over 10% of GDP. The planet has warmed in the last 100 years by nearly a degree, and over 80% of the excess heat produced by the greenhouse effect has already been absorbed by the ocean. Even if carbon emissions are substantially reduced, ocean warming will continue to increase for decades. 2 or more degrees of warming, which is quite possible, will devastate many coastal communities, kill the world's coral reefs, and result in mass extinctions of marine life. Think about it. When our own temperatures rise 2 degrees, we have a fever, so our ocean is sick. In 1998, we lost 16% of the world's coral reefs in a single year. To save our coral reefs, we must adopt adaptation strategies that build resilience and restore ecosystem function. We need to be protecting reefs from unsustainable fishing practices. We need to be reducing the inputs of pollution such as fertilizers and sewage and sediments. And we need to be implementing a more comprehensive and stronger system of coral reef protected areas.